on set. Places, everybody. And action.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the video podcast series. As you can see, I have two more special guests here today. Mr. Robert from Fragrance Journey 01, Sam from Broome Fragrances. How you doing, fellas?
Good. How you doing? I'm doing good, man.
Man, I haven't talked to you guys in a while. It's nice to have y'all on. How's everything been?
Man, I'm blessed, man. Good to see y'all, too. I ain't talked to Sam in a while, man. Sam did a live one time. I ain't spoke to him in a while.
I was doing that live on Sundays, and my computer crashed, man. And at the same time, right after that, we started doing this whole move thing. So, but I used to try to have everybody on. I invited Ross on at one time, too. I mean, I try to invite everybody on, man.
Look, next time you do it, count me in.
All right,
count me in next time. Because until you did a tag video recently, I was like, damn, he must be busy. And you tagged me. Because I haven't seen you in a while.
Man, I've been hella busy, man. I'm telling you, I renovated a whole apartment. Me and just one of my friends, man. We did it all by myself, and we did it after work. So it was like I'm getting off at 3:30, coming over here and then busting things down, tearing down walls, putting walls up, putting ceilings up. So you know, and it was a fresh thing for me because I ain't really know how much about it. My boy do it. We just went at it, man, and it came out amazing. Now we got all these people asking for work, but I can't do it right now, man. I gotta wait till after I retire. Nah. I'm good, man.
Good for a while on that kind of
like
stuff.
I said, and I'm never moving again if I have anything to do with it.
Yeah,
never.
I said the same thing, like we were talking about before this.
Actually, my son's actually coming to Colorado, Ross.
Really? What area?
Yeah, I think downtown Colorado. He's doing an internship. He's gonna be there for like a month.
Just tell him to holler at me. I'm out here in the Springs.
Yeah, I'll show him around. Yeah,
I'll show him around. Yeah. So, as you guys know with the format, I never tell the guests what the topic's going to be. You guys have no idea what the discussion is going to be today, right?
Nope.
Right.
No clue.
Nah, I had no idea. You just invited us, and I said, okay, cool, let's go.
So
let's do it.
So I know Robert has an interesting taste in fragrances, and then Sam has kind of the opposite, really and truly. And I think I fall kind of somewhere in the middle. So I think this topic will make for a good discussion amongst the three of us. I'd like to discuss your thoughts on which do you prefer the majority of your time between something that's a bit easier to wear or something a little bit more artistic and challenging. Because I know Robert likes his animalics and his musks and all that good. And I know Sam, me and you, we ride along with some of these easy to wear office fragrances.
Yeah, so man. Rob, man.
You gotta have something about animalics if you're gonna have Fragrance Journey 01 on the channel. You know what I mean?
Rob on a different level, man.
Yes,
I'm telling you. Go ahead, Rob. You take it away.
Me preferably, I would like to wear something more challenging, but that's just me because I just don't want to smell like nobody else. I'm never really concerned about what people around me think, because most of my coworkers, they already know I'm gonna have on some oud or something like that. It kind of bothered them at first, but they've kind of gotten used to it. But I don't know. I really don't have anything against wearing office fragrances and things of that nature because I know a lot of people want to wear things that please the people around them. So, you know, for me, I just wear what I'm gonna wear. If it's oud infinite and you don't like it,
tough shit.
Tough shit.
I love it because that's kind of the most known thing that people that watch you or people that know you personally, they know you like those challenging and animalic fragrances. And I love that about you. I think we need more people that appreciate that type of fragrance in this community, especially with channels and levels of influence, because you shine a light on fragrances that a lot of us don't really shine a light on. Like you have a serious collection when it comes to these more challenging fragrances.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Sam,
it's just being your channel on something different, man. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Sam, what's your thoughts?
I'm a little different. I mean, I do have some things that's a little challenging to the normal people around here, but for the most part, mine is pretty much easy reach, easy to wear type of fragrances. Because I'm mostly I'm a gym dude, so I'm mostly in sweatpants and t-shirt or sweater. So I'm not really around too many people that really would appreciate something that like what Rob will wear. You know what I'm saying? So they more or less like the easy reach stuff, but my easy reach is a little different than like I don't wear Sauvage. Like I have it, I don't wear it though. I mean, I might wear something like crowd pleasing, but it might be something from the Middle East It might be something that a fragrance from around here that nobody know about, but I just happen to stumble upon it and wear it and like it. So that's pretty much it. Hold on one second. I got a monster right here. Come here, say hi. Come on.
Introduce him to the crowd.
That's a good point, though, Sam. That's a good point. What, like you said, you're a gym guy, so you wearing easy to wear fragrances makes, it makes sense. A lot of your environment does make sense with what you wear too. And I'm not an office guy, so I'm not sitting in the office all day. It may be different if I was sitting in an enclosed space with no windows, and I've got on some kind of oud infini or something that's like really crazy. So that does make sense. What you say, your environment does play a part in
again, and like you said, and with my job, it makes it's easy for me to just pick something real simple because I work and I'm a sheriff at a courthouse, and we have a prison underneath in the basement. That really where I work at most of the time because I got seniority. I don't have to work the courthouses no more. I pretty much can pick where I want to what I want to do. Mm-hmm. So I wear things that I can test a lot because I'm not so much in the public. I'm gonna get some feedback from people that haven't really smelled fragrances in a long time because they've been behind bars. What they know is soap and water. You know what I'm saying? It's easy for me to test things on a regular basis.
You a reaction.
Right. They're gonna give me a real raw reaction. I'm just not into where I live. I don't have those boutiques. I'm 2 hours away from New York, 2 hours away from Boston. I'm flat in the middle, like even distance between the two. So if I want those challenging fragrances, I have to go somewhere and 2 hours to get and bring them back. And it's like, do I really want to do all that? You know what I'm saying? At times, no, because I got so much other stuff I got to do. So I kind of like blind buy a lot of my stuff. I've been really into like Mancera, because Mancera to me is like, if I tell somebody something about a fragrance, I want them to be able to go get it and afford it. You know what I'm saying? And Mancera is that fragrance. Until I start talking to my man from Copeland and Scents, and he started sharing some stuff with me. It's like, okay, there's things that you can afford, and there's ways to afford it now because all this like Afterpay and all that other stuff that people can now go out there and get that stuff that costs a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So
Afterpay is the greatest, worst thing ever created.
The greatest, worst thing ever.
All it does is entice us to buy more stuff, man.
That's it.
It's like, but I'm gonna spread it out over 4 payments.
Especially us who collect.
It's terrible for us.
Man, listen.
It actually makes you buy more. Really.
Yes. That's how fragrance hauls turn into 5, 6, 7 fragrances instead of 2.
Yeah,
man,
you're right about that.
Listen, Afterpay is a blessing and a curse.
Yes, it's the greatest, worst thing ever.
They got quad pay, they got Affirm,
they got it all.
Everything, man.
Look, I use Klarna. You can make a digital credit card and it works on pretty much everying. It's Afterpay for everything.
It's crazy, man.
I'm trying to stay off Fragrance Net, Fragrance Buy, Fragrance X, Fragrance USA. I'm just trying to stay away from all of them.
Hey, Steve will get you. Kingdom Fragrances, because Steve will get something where it's like $12 cheaper than everybody else. Like, damn, I don't want to miss. Let me go ahead and get it.
I'm trying to stay away from all that, man, if I can for a little while, to try to at least get rid of some of the stuff that I'm not wearing before I start doing it, going back into doing it again, man. It's just, it's rough, man. Being a collector is tough.
Crazy habit, man. Crazy.
Yeah,
habit.
It is.
Crazy habit.
It's one of those things where when you're the type that likes variety, this can be the greatest and worst hobby at the same time, depending on your financial situation, because there's so much variety available to us that it's endless, especially if you like to sample things and try things. You can just get your hands on samples. You can buy decants, or if you like the fun and the thrill of the blind buy, which I'm guilty of. I love doing that shit.
Yeah,
that's why I buy all this stuff. I'd rather buy a small bottle than a decant and spend way less money. I'd rather spend more and get the bottle and have the fun and get to really and check out the presentation and all of that stuff. And I mean, we create content anyway, so it's nice to have the bottle. I don't know. I'm cool with the tester box as long as I got a cap. I don't care.
Sure,
but it's nice to get your hands on that stuff. But back to the original topic, as far as for me, I tend to gravitate more towards the stuff that Sam likes. But at the same time, in the cooler climate, I find myself wanting more animalic leathers and maybe a little bit dirtier musk, because I used to hate an animalic musk. Now I'm starting to really appreciate it. Something I find a little animalic that was interesting. The first time I ever heard about it was actually on your channel, Robert, was Yasmina, how you described the jasmine. And after I got because I got my bottle after you, and after I got it, I was like, I'll be damned, an animalic jasmine. That didn't make a lick of sense until I smelled it. And I was like, now I know exactly what the hell he's talking about. It smells like a fleshy petal of the flower.
It's indolic.
It's
definitely indolic.
And look, it's not I don't find it's that challenging, but it's so different at the same time. That's why I said I kind of fall somewhere in the middle, because I definitely gravitate towards the safer, mass appealing fragrance most of the time. But as it cools down, my taste changes. It's more warmer weather that I like the mass appealing stuff, just easy, because sweating and running I'm a gym guy too. I wear hoodies and sweats and, training pants and all that stuff all the time too. Golf shirts, most of, crap like this. So it's easier to roll with the easy reach stuff. Right. But when it's cool outside, I don't know, something in me clicks where I just want the ouds. I want the musks. I want the petally flowers and stuff like that, And
I say that I can say the same thing. Like normally in the wintertime, I do go to like Alhamane, Amber Oud and stuff like that. Like I got a lot of ouds that I have, but again, it's just where I'm at. It's hard to like get my nose, and I don't watch. And I'll be honest, like I don't watch everybody's channel to understand like what things to, like as far as like being on the wild side of videos, as videos wise, and as far as like following somebody that has like really challenging fragrances. It's only Rob and Equality Scents. I don't really watch everybody. I mean, I love
watching both. Shout out to Agoon. We keep talking about Equality Fragrances. You need to get on here. We're gonna have a conversation. That's my guy. I love Equality Fragrances. He's actually looking to cut his collection down, and he posted about that recently, where he just wants fragrances he loves, wow factors. He's getting rid of anything that's alike. Yeah. I can respect that. I can't do it as much as I'll talk myself out of it.
See, that's where I'm at right now.
That's hard to do when you amass so much of a collection, to really cut it down from, let's just throw the number 200 out there and cut it down to 50. That's getting rid of 150 fragrances.
So I would like to do that.
Let me ask you a question then, Ross. So when you moved, was that your first thought though, about like downsizing after you figure like all the things that you got to move? And you
my first thought
of stuff that
when we decided we were coming
months ago.
I got to wipe dust off of them just to pack them. So my first thought when we moved from Texas to Colorado, when it's like, all right, we're doing this, I need to start packing, because I went last minute because I'm creating content as long as I can. So literally my stuff for my channel is the last stuff I packed. And when it got down to it, literally I said it out loud. I'm looking at it and I'm like, God damn it, I need to get rid of some of this stuff. This is ridiculous. I can't believe I'm about to try to bubble wrap this many loose bottles, because I don't have boxes for everything. I used to not keep the boxes, like I was telling you off camera, Sam. I used to not keep the boxes, and now for storage purposes, because of the size of the collection, it makes sense. Keep them out the light, keep them cool, all that good stuff. But for the potential of moving, having the box is so much more valuable. It makes it so much easier to pack. But man, I tried to talk myself into getting rid of some stuff, and I just couldn't. And I'm gonna have to. We talked about this on the last podcast episode. There comes a point where a certain number, even for me, is just ridiculous, and it's all right. I need to start getting rid of some stuff that just sits there, whether it be these little clones or whatever,
But have you noticed that sometimes I go through my collection and I look at some of the bottles that I bought in the past. And now I look at bottles I bought now, and they almost have some similarities.
Yeah.
And it's like, so why don't I just get rid of one of them? Why do I have 3 fragrances? I'm going to keep this many oud fragrances, 10 oud fragrances that I really love. The rest can go. Because, I mean, there's no possible way you can wear all this stuff. I can't wear all of it.
No, there's no way.
So it's logically in my mind is like, I need to do it, but doing it is, I'll sell a bottle. Okay, I want to make a little extra 300 here. I'll sell a bottle of Zaharoff, something like that, just to make a little extra money. But as far as me just putting everything out for sale, that's tough, but it's something I probably need to do and something I should do, to be honest.
Same. It's something, and it's not even necessarily sell it. I think there's a lot of stuff I would just give away to the
Giveaway,
audience.
yeah.
You know, when the time comes, I'll probably go that route. There's a few things that have value that may make the cut of getting rid of that I'll sell, and then there's other things I'll just do a special little giveaway for however many winners or something. That time will come eventually. I'm not saying it'll be in a week, maybe a year, who knows. When the time comes, everybody will know, I guess, because I'll do something special on the channel and maybe something special for the Facebook group separately and all of that. Make it a big old family thing. But it's that first step, taking that first step to committing to the idea of doing it. Once you can mentally commit, it makes it easier, I'm sure. That's a challenge in itself. It's like, all right, I'm gonna do this.
But the only other challenge also is you getting rid of bottles, you buying more bottles. So I'm sitting here thinking, like, I want to get rid of some bottles. Well, I just ordered 5 bottles. So I got 5 coming in. I take 5 out. I'm just breaking even.
I just did an unboxing video yesterday. They're all still right here.
Yeah, it's like you're just breaking even.
5.
So until you really handle your purchasing issue, you really won't solve. You really won't, getting rid of bottles really won't solve nothing, because you're going to buy more bottles and replace those.
That's very true.
It's a mental thing, man. It's a mental thing. We had that in our head. It's locked in now. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing it for so long. It's locked in. It's not going anywhere. We want to sell. Yeah, we want to downsize. But like you said, Rob, we're gonna buy more. Or we already bought. Before we even sold, we got rid of 5. We already bought and had a shipment coming in. So I got to the point, like I said, I just completely slowed down, man. I don't visit the malls. I chilling, just Home Depot. If Home Depot have fragrances, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, man, I'm chilling, man. For real. I got to chill. Home Depot or Lowe's better have fragrance for me to buy for right now. I'm chilling, man. For real, I gotta get.
They're gonna have Afterpay too.
Yeah,
you better. Yeah, you're right.
Get some of that Craftsman pour on. You know,
hey, man,
Cobalt pour on.
Sandalwood and cement.
Yep, definitely.
Yep, that's it, man.
Get some real sandalwood scents from the lumber side.
Real, man. I'm relaxing right now. I got to get rid of some of the stuff, man. Because like you said, and it was a good thing you brought up, Rob. A lot of stuff that you put your hands on, you notice that you have something similar to it somewhere in your fragrance collection. And that was one of the biggest things with me. Is like they was talking about one day about how people and all this, getting down on clones, but it's like, everybody clones everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
There's no that's a normal practice now, and it's
there's a reason.
But
there's a reason for it. But there's a reason for it though. If you notice, not one company go outside the box and hire a different perfumer that nobody else knows. They all hire the same people.
Yep.
And they stick with those same people, and that's it. So most times when you personalize something, or you perfect a certain blend, that's gonna always stick with you, and that's gonna be your nucleus. And then you're gonna actually like put certain ingredients in to make it slightly different, but it's always the same as the original DNA. So it's gonna have that DNA of the original, but it's gonna have a little bit twist for Chanel, a little twist for Dior. So everybody's cloning everybody. Everybody's doing the same exact thing. Everybody's going to the same perfumers. They're getting the same oils from the same places. Yeah, there's not a lot of oil companies out there.
These perfumers all have a signature and a style. So
that's
like
it.
Alberto Marias, king of the aquatic is probably how you could look at him. When it comes to aquatic scents, you can tell that's no matter if it's from a cheapy company or a luxury company, you're going to smell that he most likely made it if you're familiar with his work, because he's the king of the aquatic fragrance, the fresh fragrance,
Right. Yeah, that does make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Regardless of the quality of oils, you'll smell the similarity, the style, because that's his thumbprint.
That's it.
That's why he's so in demand, because the most in demand thing is a lovely fresh aquatic. That's the most appealing to the average person.
Yeah.
So it's funny because there's some big companies out there that, and I ain't gonna say no names. I don't even know. I just hear people talk about it. I've never smelled their fragrances, but people say that they're clones of other companies. And it's like, wow, that's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying?
There's even niche companies that do it.
Yeah, big niche companies that are cloning other companies. But nobody downs their fragrances. Nobody says like, you know how people kind of poop on clones? I never do that. But people will poop on the cheaper clones, but they'll buy the higher price clones. which is like,
I feel like
crazy.
I feel like the underlying topic of this video is shout out to Quality Fragrances because he did a video on that.
Oh, okay. I ain't seen that video.
Yeah, actually, it's funny you bring that up. Ogun did that exact video talking about Zaharoff and why nobody says this about this Zaharoff fragrance, because it's basically a clone. It's funny that you bring that up. I immediately thought of his video.
But back, I want to say maybe 4 or 5 years ago, this was the exact same thing they was talking about with Parfums de Mali. Same deal.
That was the company I heard, but I've never smelled any of their fragrances, so I didn't want to say their name.
None of them really.
I haven't smelled any.
I'm telling you, they all are doing it. You can't so you can't have a niche or a fragrance company and not think that you want to make a fragrance because you smelt something and you liked it. So now you want to figure out that you want to do that or do something similar to it. So when you say you're doing something similar to it, which is to me is meaning that you're doing something just like it with a little twist.
I think it was Godolphin. They said smelled like
Tuscan leather.
Tuscan leather.
Yep.
I never liked. I never smelled it, but I heard.
Bacchio Immortelle from Argos smells like Tuscan leather as well.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of niche companies that they have some similarities to it. Like,
telling you,
there'll be nuances that make them a little different, but to the average person, it smells the same.
Yeah.
But it's the price that they paying is the reason why they're saying they won't down like Zaharoff. It's because they feel they're paying more for it, so it's justifying the reason that it's not a clone because they spending $400 or $500 for the bottle. You know what I'm saying?
But you can't poop on the small companies.
You can't.
I can't. If I'm a reviewer, I can't poop on this small company and then turn around and wear another clone, but I just paid more. It really makes no sense. I mean, it almost makes you kind of crazy that you pay more for it.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
A clone is a clone.
Yep.
I feel like I'm gonna need to retitle this video.
all over the place.
No.
No, it's all good. This is what I love about these.
You just got to keep going with your questions, and we just,
No, that was the topic. Look, every time I do one of these episodes, these are my favorite videos to do. They don't get a lot of views, but damn it, I love doing these because we get to crack jokes and talk about whatever. We start on topic, and then it goes to what the hell ever. That's what I love about this. If you go back and look at any of these video podcast episodes, only one time did we stay on topic for almost the whole time. Wow. Most of the time, it's like 5 minutes, and then we're talking about whatever.
I just watched the last one the other day.
With the last one I did was 2 weeks ago with Corbin and Justin.
Yes.
I took a week off because of all the stuff going on with the launch and everything for the pre-sales.
Congrats on that too, Ross. That's big.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate that, fellas.
That's big.
That's
man.
dope.
That's big.
That's dope.
And speaking of clones, I can assure you, mine is not a clone. It is not a clone of anything. While we're talking about it. So.
Nah, that's good, man. But we're proud of you, man. I mean,
I appreciate that.
Everybody had that dream of doing it at some point, or
everybody.
You know what I'm saying? So
seeing your fragrance on for Granica, that's crazy.
It was humbling. Don't get me wrong, the trolls come out and try to destroy it, and that's all part of it. I expected that. It is what it is. Apparently, it smells like a pink poo emoji. Who knew? Yeah, it's all part of it. I expected it. If you don't have people trolling you're not doing anything.
You always get those people making a comment about something that ain't even out yet.
No, and it's not. It doesn't ship till the end of June.
Oh damn! And people are already saying how it smells.
Yeah. That shows you people how fake people are.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, that stuff don't get to me, man. That don't bother me. It's all part of it. Like I said, if you don't have haters or people trolling you or whatever, you're probably not really doing much. Yeah, so I take it as let me say now, thank you all so much. I appreciate the love and support and the free publicity. Appreciate you.
As long as they click on the video, who cares?
Yeah, that's true.
Love me, hate me, or somewhere in the middle. If you're watching my videos, whether it's to critique me or because you like me, you're still watching my video.
Watching the video. Even the downvotes help you.
Yeah, that don't hurt.
All it does is help.
That doesn't hurt.
Yep.
That's all it does.
Anything exciting going on this weekend, fellas?
Not for me, man. I got to work. I'm going out of town next weekend, so I'm trying to get these hours in before I leave.
Mm-hmm. Taking like a 3-day weekend kind of thing?
No, a little bit longer than that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a little bit longer than that. More like weeks.
Oh wow, yeah, that's way more than a 3-day weekend.
Yeah, we're gonna go on a little family trip.
That's awesome. Where y'all heading?
Just gonna go to Orlando.
That's what's up. Doing Universal Studios?
I'm not doing Universal Studios. My wife and my nieces and my in-laws are probably gonna do that, but not me. I'm gonna go down there. I know some guys down there just opened a studio. They got a podcast, the Big Three Roll Up. I'm gonna go down there.
I've seen some of the videos. You're gonna go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down there
and shoot. With them?
Yeah, I'm gonna go down there and shoot some content with them.
That's what's up, man.
What's that about? I never heard of that.
Big Three Roll Up is actually sports. One guy's a Florida Gator fan. One guy's a Miami fan. The other guy is a Florida Gator fan. Did I say that right? Florida State, Miami, and Florida Gators. And
big schools in Florida.
Yeah, but they've got a network, a podcast where they've got horror movie podcasts. They've got all kind of podcasts.
They got variety.
They got a variety. So I've been they reached out. We've been kind of linking up. I went on their podcast, and we're gonna try to get some working on this fragrance stuff too.
That's what's up. What you got going on, Sam? Anything special this weekend?
Nah, nothing much. Got a couple birthday gatherings we got to go to. Like as soon as I finish here, I got to shoot down the road and visit my brother-in-law. His birthday is today, and I think we did my father-in-law's last night. Took him to the casino, so just something local, nothing big. I think.
How much you lose? How much you lose at the casino?
Man, let me share something with you, right? I'm not. My wife is the gambler.
Mine too.
My wife is the gambler. So when I go, we go to Atlantic City once a month, almost like once a month. So next 2 weeks I'll be in Atlantic City. We always in Atlantic City. So when I go, I normally have her down. She goes to the casino floor. I stay in my room. You know what I'm saying? When you got a family, a wife, both of y'all shouldn't be gambling. You get what I'm saying? Like somebody got to stay.
Too much risk.
Exactly.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to be able to go cash that son bitch in and go upstairs in the room and chill out. You know what I'm saying?
That's so. Tell the other one when to stop.
Yeah, that too. So I go up in the room. I normally I cut if I ain't doing it, I cut a video from there. You know what I'm saying? Do stuff like that. I don't do too much, man. Too much gambling. I probably spend $100 at that. You know what I'm saying?
Same.
Ain't nothing much.
I used to hit the poker tables pretty heavy. Got for years. I got away from it. Was a stretch when I would hit blackjack, roulette. Now, if I do play anything, I'll go hit the roulette table. I'll grab $60 and do the $10 table or whatever.
Yeah.
Get $60 in chips and I'll just play the numbers, you know, or play first 12, second 12, third 12. You know, I don't play black and red. I'll play the inside, but that's about the most of it. And then I'll go check on her and sit with her and we'll play together. That's a strategy right there. Go and play with her. So I can track everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's exactly what I did last night.
Because that's how the wives are, man. The wives will tell you, I just love to play. Yeah. I like to play too, but at a certain point, it's time to stop playing.
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind, man. Like we work hard. You know what I'm saying? Do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm never going to judge her what she want to do. She never going to judge me on what I want to do. Like do what you want to do. Do what makes you happy. If that's going to make you happy, we only do it once a month. Go ahead. Like.
We do it less than that. You know? We go, we'll make a couple trips a year. Like we're going to Biloxi this summer because we usually go, when we lived in Louisiana, we would go 2 or 3 times a year. And then we do Lake Charles as well to La Berge over there. But now that we're so much further away, we've been to the casinos over here in the mountains. Gorgeous, by the way. And we're supposed to go at the end of the month. My mom and my grandmother's going to come up and visit. So we'll probably take them again. So we go, I would say every other month we'll go because she loves to do that. She loves getting in the bonus and all that good stuff. So that's her joy too. So
we where we live at, we got 3 casinos right in our area, 3 big casinos. And
where you live at, Sam?
I'm in Connecticut. I'm in
you in Connecticut?
I'm in Hartford, Connecticut. So
I'm
in Windsor. Huh?
You're in Yukon country.
Yeah, man. That's why they hate this right here. My son used to tear their ass up. So it was an ugly scene when he chose to go to Cincinnati. And not go to you. Yeah, man, it was a big thing, man. It was all over my boy Kevin Ollie, man, for that because when he decided, and Kev is a personal friend of mine. He was a coach at UConn at the time. Well, when Kane decided he wanted to, he was leaving Sacred Heart, he was sought after. He had all the big schools looking for him, but he just fell in love with Cincinnati, man. The guys there. was really nice. They was cool as hell. They took him out, he enjoyed himself, and he decided to go there. But they're in the same conference as UConn, so you got a hometown kid, and it's funny because every time we went to the game, the arena here, we got a big arena, used to be filled with people just coming to see him. They love UConn, but they was actually coming to see our kid.
The hometown
he came
boy.
Up. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He was a hometown kid, and he did well against them every time they played him. So it was just a blessing, man. But we got 3 casinos here, man, and it's like there's nothing else around here. You know, that's how I found Robert Graham, the fragrance company, Robert Graham. I was in the mall, and they have a boutique there where they had all their shirts. Their shirts go for like
I got a buddy of mine I used to work with. He loves their shirts. Loves their shirts because the collars and nice. Flip the cuff and everything with their little patterns and all that. He loves that stuff. They got some nice clothes. Even their jeans and everything are really, really nice. So I went in there one day and they had their fragrances, and I swear, man, their bottles was amazing to me. The big, like, I want to say damn near like a 500 ml bottle, and it has these tops to it that has like these metal heads.
Yeah, I saw that. I've seen those bottles. They're crazy.
Yeah, I haven't tried none of their fragrances. They were going around the rack stores for a while. I've heard they're good. Valor and stuff like that. Their fragrances is really, really good. They're solid fragrances, man. And I enjoy it. I have Valor and I have Valor and I have Courage. And I have a big bottle of Courage with that metal like pilot head on it. It's a sick bottle, man. But you can't buy fragrance at a boutique, man. For real. Them things would kill you in your pockets, you know. But spend some change on that.
Yeah. So I was getting the samples from them, and then, I was sending samples out to some of the guys, you know, to let them, you need to check this out right here, you know. And they loved them. Then all of a sudden, I started seeing all these people talking about Robert Graham Valor and stuff like. And then somebody said they seen it at the rack store. I go running to the rack store and seen nothing.
Yeah, I haven't seen them at the rack stores. I know they were making their rounds, but I never saw them.
Man,
otherwise I'd own them.
I was mad as hell when that happened, man. I ran all the way.
I know Valor was going around for a while.
Yeah, it was going around big time. I mean, it's crazy, man. The rack stores, boy.
I love the rack stores.
I need to get my nose on that Valor.
I tell you what, I'm gonna DM you later. I have some samples of it. I seen you.
I appreciate it.
I got a few carded samples of it. I got you. You got some, Ross?
I do not.
I got you. Don't worry about it. I get some out to y'all because I have a bunch of that. I had a bunch of them. I mean, every time I went in there, they give me like 4 or 5 of them each. And
how much those bottles cost at the boutique? I bet are they high?
They was like 150 or 135 or 150 for just like the
well, fellas,
100 ml.
The Zoom's about to cut off, so let me go ahead and close it out. We got about 30 seconds till it's going to end the call. I'm gonna call you guys back after. We'll talk some more. But
all right,
I just want to thank Robert and Sam for being a part of the podcast. Thank you to everybody that has watched. Make sure you subscribe to both of their channels. Great content from Sam and Robert. I'll have their channels linked below. Sorry that I got to cut it off this way, but it's giving me a countdown. It's about to cut the call off. But I'll send you guys another link.